Hello, so I'm going to be talking about Transformers 1. So I saw it in theaters and it's a masterpiece. Like if we don't get a sequel, I'm gonna be so pissed. But I'm just gonna start with just I'm gonna get to the soundtrack because we're definitely talking about that. But the moment when one of the main villains was named Sentinel Prime, I already knew. I was like, oh, he's gonna be an asshole. He's gonna be a cunt. And I was right. So Bayverse and Transformers Animated seems to have sewn the pattern, basically. But just yeah, I loved Orion Pax's character. Like I just feel like it's just compared to the Optimus we all know, just in general, like general characterizations. Seeing that is very drastic and also very awesome. Even though Transformers 1 isn't connected to any of the sort of Transformers universes we all know, I just think that that being the prequel to Transformers Prime, even though it's not, would be so funny. Because it would explain why Optimus doesn't like partying and all that. It would explain so much. But yeah, I know it's not. It's completely separate, and I think that's awesome. Seeing D16 in the moment he turns into Megatron, like the moment that happens, the moment that like I cannot stop thinking about. And like someone said that when in the scene when he's holding on to like Optimus, I saw a comment that was like D16 wanted to hold on, but Megatron let him go. And I was fucking bawling. I was crying. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my god. Ah. But yeah, like seeing like the thing that I found weird was even though again like Optimus was comparing Megatron to Sentinel, like his accents, like that makes sense. But I feel like he did that a lot, which just didn't help, in my opinion. Yeah, like I just this entire movie is just great. Like I'm only as recording this on to get over my high from it. It took like a couple of weeks, so yeah. But the moment when Optimus says like you you betrayed everyone, you betrayed Cybertron and its citizens, and then he pulls off the mask and just says, "You betrayed me." If if he didn't pull off the mask, it would not like have the same effect as it does. And just oh my god, that scene too. Just yeah, seeing seeing D16 just slowly become Megatron, seeing it, but I was like, "Yep, this is gonna happen." And just trying to figure out when. Yeah, I know this until I have about this, but I'm gonna forget it and then think about it after recording. So it'll probably be in the description or something. But yeah, I want to talk about Alita 1 for 10 seconds, for like a moment. She went directly for Shockwave's eye. That's targeted. You can't tell me otherwise. No, so yeah, I love her honestly. Like, yeah. Also, Bumblebee was like good too. Like, I liked him. I his character is very Bumblebee. Like, I feel like that was very well done. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the soundtrack now because that also lives on free. So Ryan Tyler, who made the soundtrack for Transformers 1, also did the soundtrack for a show called Transformers Prime, which if you watch the show, there are like 3 songs from the show that you can recognize when you watch the movie. When I saw it in theaters, I had to roll my eyes 3 times not to fucking bawl. because it's like, oh, it's not just that it's like from the soul, even though yes, there's also a factor and also just good. Like it wasn't just that, but I just never thought that I'd ever hear any Transformers Prime related songs or like the soundtrack just in a theater, because I just don't think there's a way to bring Predacon Rising, which is the movie with Transformers associated with Transformers Prime, into a theater for it to make sense for people who haven't seen the show. So I just accepted that, like, I would never see a soundtrack, even though it's one of my favorite soundtracks in the world. I would honestly die for it. But yeah, I accepted it, but I accepted it, but hearing it in theater, I was just so emotional. Like, because it's like I didn't have this on my life bingo card or like whatever. Because I just didn't think it would happen, and when it did, it's like, oh my, it is so emotional, and all, but like in the best way possible, and just like I will always cherish that. Yeah, if you haven't seen Transformers 1, watch it. If it's somehow in the theater still when this goes up, even though it probably won't be, do it so that we can get a sequel. Because this definitely deserves it. And it's just, yeah, I'll leave links to everything in excuse me, I'll leave links to everything in the description. And I'll leave links to sort of just shorts I've made relating to this, and just, yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! This movie almost made me fucking cry.